Hey, y'all, this V285. We about to watch this Matrix trailers. We ain't never seen it. We don't know what to expect. I'm scared. I don't know how the rest of the fellas feel. How y'all feel about this?
I'm nervous. I'm super nervous.
No expectations.
I have no expectations. I don't care.
No, he doesn't care. He does not care. There's no feeling. All right, so okay, you gonna count us off, bro?
3, 2, 1.
Woo! Okay.
You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
Please and check the checkpoint.
Okay,
Hi.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't.
Yeah, this seems like it's called Resurrected, so.
Go ask Alice
Ooh, the pill.
when she's 10 feet tall.
I don't know.
What? Oh no!
If you want
Yeah,
the
that's
truth
not.
from me, you're gonna
That's not this
Yeah, they had to
The
recast
master
them.
is still here.
Yeah.
I know it's why you're
Him
still fighting.
and I know Agent Smith
Why
was. I
you'll
think
never
he
give up.
couldn't be a part of it either.
You don't know me. No?
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh.
I changed my mind. I did.
Oh.
I told her.
Oh wait.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
After all these years,
Okay. Let's go. Hold on. What?
back to the Matrix.
No, I can't watch another trailer, bro. I can't watch another trailer, bro.
Yo.
I can't watch another trailer, man. That was good.
Year.
Not this year.
This year, that's Christmas. This year.
Wow.
I cannot watch another trailer.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to watch another trailer. I want to go in blind.
I'm more curious to see what's. I want to see the storyline. I am curious. That's interest. That deal.
Is this the Final Fantasy VII remake of the Matrix? Is that what I'm seeing right now?
I'm saying,
That's
bro.
That's what it looks like, because it looks like he's playing a new person, but it's technically his old memories are starting to resurface. Because his name at the beginning was Thomas, which wasn't his name. That's not his name.
But too, in the reflection, it shows some old guy. That's how he looks like the other people.
Yeah.
We see him as
you
old
can tell
Neo.
that this Morpheus is literally it's supposed to be another representation of the Morpheus we know, I assume.
Yeah, that's what
That's why I assume
Like,
too.
and they're repeating the same stuff, like the fight in the dojo and everything. That's why he was looking confused. Like, I've done this before, but then he's like, "Oh no, I'm way stronger than you." So he blew it up. So I'm bad.
I mean, think about it. If Neo had the powers that he, as the one, what he could do in the last movie, in the first movie, he could have done stuff a lot differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's
So-
what I think. That was the premise. Like,
And
he's gonna
yeah,
try
so
to-
like, my question is, why is if Morpheus looks different, why does Trinity look the same? You know what I'm saying? If we see it through the eyes of Neo, shouldn't she look different too? I don't know.
So something that's interesting now. I don't know how how much they're gonna stick to the lore. But The Matrix Online was actually a sequel to The Matrix Revolutions, and in that Morpheus died.
Yes, he did die.
Yeah.
They incorporated
At the same time, though, that was a very interesting game because basically, like at the end of it, when the servers ended, basically the game crashed, which meant that the actual Matrix crashed. So I don't know if they're gonna play into that at all. That may not be involved in this storyline at all, to be honest, because we know Trinity died in real life at the end of close to the end of Revolutions. So how is she back? Like, to your point, Brandon, like, is this something that is this what Neo is experiencing right after he disappears at the end of the Revolutions? Like, is that what's happening? Is this in his head? Like, who knows? So
yeah.
Or could it be that after, what happened with the agents and things in the original trilogy is, are the machines trying to just put him back in and trying to erase his memories? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, honestly, I feel like we don't know anything of what's going on.
No, not at all.
Well, remember though, because in the original one, the whole one concept was a loop in of itself to keep,
right.
It
was a form of control.
The form of control. But the Oracle was the one that took it upon herself to change that, to go divert from the original, because, of course, obviously there's theories out there. But the Oracle supposedly diverted from that, and that's what changed the whole course and why things ended up the way they did. But they, even the architect at the end of the third film is like, you think this piece can last, meaning that the machines are already trying to plan on how to reset things back to the way they were. So this could be
the reset.
This could be the reset.
Yeah.
And they could do that. Cause like I said, I guess it's two things. If they disregard the online portion, then they could do whatever. But even if they include that with that, like I said, the end of the online, it's a system crash. So this could be just a reboot. They could just
which they've done before.
Like, and I don't know, maybe they can use old data. That's why Trinity is still there from an old copy.
Yeah, because in the trailer when Neo's looking at her, you can see like the Matrix running down her face.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's interesting because it's a remix of what we've seen. But Neo he's gonna wake up. I think he's gonna wake up in this movie, and because we see him getting unplugged again in this trailer. Oh man, I'm like y'all. I don't need to see anything else. I don't want to see
another trailer. I don't want to see another trailer.
If it was like next fall, I will see another.
This is happening, bro.
This look okay. So I want to comment on like the cinematography here. If y'all notice that it's colorful. It's not green. The whole thing is not green anymore. So I'm gonna miss the green and black aesthetic. But I mean, it looks like we had this conversation before on our show when we were talking about Star Wars, right? But the Matrix was ahead of its time already. So I'm really looking forward to see what they can do with today's technology.
Did you see the Inception hallway type stuff happening?
Bro, I did.
Man. I love trippy sequences like that, so I'm intrigued to see how they do that.
Did you see Homeboy direct that missile? Right, reroute that missile?
Yeah, you outed it.
Yeah, boy.
I mean,
this is what we need to see, man. When our heroes have slept for like 10, 20 years, and now all of a sudden they come back and they fight. Like they let Neo go all
Luke
the way
Skywalker.
Like I think that's what we're getting. We're gonna get he's got the power, but now the difference is he's hesitant. You can tell like he's been throughout the trailer and various iterations. He's hesitant. He's not really doesn't appear to be like he's like gung ho to try to do something.
I mean,
and then the blue-haired chick, she like jumping off buildings and like cracking them at the same time. So,
I mean,
from what it looked like, the blue-haired chick is the one that's kind of the one that's the orchestrator behind making things happen.
See, I'm watching the trailer again. They showed a clip, I guess, of Trinity in the real world still got some attached. So I don't know, man.
that was her that was coming out of the pod?
Yeah.
That was actually her attached. I don't know, man. I don't know. Clones? I don't know, man. They can do anything. Who knows, man?
Man, they could do anything. Are we gonna see Machine City? Because it ended in Machine City for Neo, and like they literally plugged him in Machine City, then they took his body. So he may wake up there. Like, man, it's so much we don't know, man. I love it. Like I ain't felt this way about a movie for a minute. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what they do with this.
I appreciate that, and I know I ain't seen the movie, but a lot of times they try to bring back a franchise. They try to dishelve old things. Where in this trailer, the old things are front and center. Like this trailer gives so much respect to Neo, and I love it. I love it. They didn't try to put some young character forefront and like try to, they'll have the young character like outdo the old character and jump. Nah, it's Neo.
Nah, he was front and center. He was front and center for sure.
He was front and center. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I'm excited.
And you still see the pods. So they still have farms going on.
Yeah.
These are still, Machine City still has the farms going on.
And so that's the thing, right? Because like even in the original, and I think somewhat implied in the Animatrix, like when they've had those shutdowns, like when the architect was talking to Reloaded about how they lost like farms of people, right? But like, I don't think they've ever had a period where they've lost everyone. But them essentially losing a farm is all those people in those pods dying. But the machines use them as fuel anyway, so they'll just break down their bodies and then eat them basically, and they'll be alright. But yeah, it's like we don't know what year this takes place in. Like obviously the Matrix is always in the future in the first place, but it'll be interesting to see like how far removed it is from the timeline that we're familiar with when Revolutions ended versus where this picks up at. Like how is Trinity, like if she has a physical body again, did the machines really create another human? Because they could do that, right? They were creating humans to be batteries. Yeah, so
I mean, here's a shot right here that's like, this is obviously Trinity that's being plugged in or being removed from the plug. Who knows?
Yeah.
It could be that the machines are putting her in place to accomplish something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's exciting, man. I mean, God, I never knew I was
coming in to be disappointed. I was coming in to be disappointed, bro.
I didn't have no. I didn't.
So I'm happy at this. Like,
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, because like the Matrix is so, it's like how we said with Bebop. It's such a vibe, man. It's like it's so, man. I love the Matrix, man.
This is entirely right here. This is a new concept right here. I don't think we've ever seen this right here, where they crash through.
Oh, they did. They went into the rift like whatchamacallit.
This is entirely new that we've never seen this right here.
They doing the Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
The man said the Ratchet and Clank.
It's just straight going to a rift.
That man grab that missile right now.
Force Unleashed, bro.
Yeah, I thought that too, Brandon. I thought that too.
Force Unleashed, Neo, bro.
I'm happy it's long-haired John Wick, Keanu Reeves. To be honest,
I love it, bro.
I'm so happy they gave him the John Wick look because, like, he gonna be down to business.
Hey, you know what's cool though? Is you can tell he's relearning his power set because he's not even flying yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's jumping off of buildings and jump, but he's not flying.
He's a normie. He don't look fresh. He ain't got his glasses. They all look basic right now. But yeah.
I mean, honestly, from looking at this, I thought the blue-haired chick could be Trinity, could be like the new Trinity, but. We see I think the trailer's trying to trick us, obviously.
With the way it's cut and edited.
I wonder if this is like a new loop in between Trinity and Neo is just, you know, they just happen to stumble upon them. Because, like, I agree. Looking at it again, it looks like this generation, that is their Trinity this time. But for some reason, Neo, I don't know. Maybe it's because, like they showed the scene where he's in the mirror. Maybe that's how they're looking toward them. It's just as the audience, we see Trinity and Neo.
That's
and maybe
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
In the world.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
So could it be that this is like the Avatar? Like you inherit the past the one's memories and powers. You know what I'm saying? And if that were the case, what's up?
I was gonna say because technically the version of the Matrix that we saw was the most current, and it had never gone that way before, right? The one always chose to save humanity and go back to Zion and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So with this being the only time that it's actually had some really big drastic difference, like what we saw, who's to say that, you know, maybe they're going a whole different route because maybe they're bugged now because of what Neo did, because obviously he infected an agent, and Agent Smith became basically all powerful, and he was infecting not only just the actual Matrix itself, he was affecting the Machine City too, which is why he was a threat to everyone. So yeah, it's like, what if something with their code is still kind of off within the Matrix, and the machines don't actually have a way to deal with it? Or my other theory is that because Trinity's body and Neo's body was both left in Machine City, maybe that's the only reason they're the two recognizable faces, because the machines are their actual bodies. I don't know.
Like I said, you know, the machines may be trying to redo something. Because there's a reason why they put him back in the Matrix. They had to have put him back in the Matrix for some reason. Either they did it intentionally, or it could be just a byproduct of, you know, moving forward. But this is the only time we've ever seen someone being given pills too. So them reinserting him into the Matrix must have had some sort of a side effect where they had to give him blue pills, where they have to teach him to constantly take blue pills. And if he doesn't, he's going to have his memories start to resurface. And so there may be something going on to where they're trying to keep him in the Matrix for some reason. There has to be a reason why they put him back. Question is what? Yeah.
Yeah, help me out here. What's the game website we all went to? We all of us here went to it. We all play games online. I'm talking about like computer. The website, guys, what is it? Please help me. Is it Flash Games? Not Flash Games. Man, they had like little stick man fights and junk.
I don't remember the website.
You don't remember the name of it? Oh, this is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me.
There's two of them. It's by Zhao.
Gosh. They had the tank.
I don't know the names anymore.
Oh, this is going.
It's like Zhao or something like that.
Newgrounds. Was it Newgrounds?
No,
anyway,
website. Those are.
I can't remember. All this to say.
Newgrounds. Ooh, that kind of sounds right.
Yeah, because. Yeah, because all that to say.
Newgrounds is the Flash site. It had all the games. The name of the
it had all the Flash games on it.
Yeah, it's Zhao.
Yeah. Okay, but all that to say is years watching them stick man fight like Matrix people.
Yeah.
Those people are adults now. I won't see that in my movies. I want to see hands. I want to see all of it. I want to see these. That's what I like about Neo. Neo used guns, but he put them hands. It was time. It was time. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm sorry. I had to take a call with my wife right quick, but yeah, I knew y'all talking about Newgrounds, and yeah, I used to watch Shy or whatever that was religiously, bro.
Yeah.
Like, those stick animation fights were so good. He would creep into the building, and it was such a tribute to like classic. What was the name? who's one of the classic martial arts people who we love the most? I think he made a video game called Stranglehold or something. He kind of he kind of created that whole slow mo like action scene type thing. He's a Japanese dude. I forget his name, but anyway, like Shy was like, oh, it was super dramatic. I love those things, man.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm not gonna hype this movie up too much, but I will say that's the one thing I'm expecting to be even better in this movie is the fight choreography. It has to be there. If anything, it's gotta
At the end of the day, that's what we want the most, right? You know, like we really want a good story.
I still want a cool story. I still want a cool story because The Matrix gave me both. You know, it gave me hands and it gave me a cool story. So we'll see, y'all. We'll see. I mean, look alright, but I might have to risk it and go to the theaters. I don't know. I might have to do this.
It'll be on HBO Max, man.
HBO Max, bro. We'll quarantine ourselves to the living room and HBO Max together.
Yeah, is that what I'm saying?
Together? Y'all want to meet up for it? I'll meet up for it. Let's do it.
I'm super down.
Let's go, bro.
Somebody else here is watching, but I ain't going to move.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm being a movie like this dodging COVID. And then the COVID gonna catch me on the kneecap. I'm be like,
Brittany, I need your help.